All right, if you're feeling like you just can't juggle the work, the chores, the family time, and everything else in between, we have some help for you, and it's help that comes in the form of a busy dad who has a stressful job and yet somehow also found time to write books. You've written 3 books?
Yes, and I'm working on the 4th right now.
I'm here with Todd Thiede. You're a dad of 4.
Yes.
You work about 60 hours a week as a financial director. So where in the heck do you find time to be an author?
The most uncommon times, like for instance, my wife falls asleep at 10, I'm up till 1. Just thinking away, typing away on the computer. Another thing I do is I DVR my shows and then fast forward through the commercials, and that saves 18 minutes per hour show, so you can pick up an extra hour or so there.
You have this all timed out. Well, I want to talk to you about how you're able to find the motivation to do achieve such a lofty goal as being an accomplished published author. For people who are watching who might have other dreams, your first piece of advice is you've got to practice the art of following through.
Absolutely. You got to write that goal down, because if you don't write your goal down, you're never going to know how to achieve it and how to get to it or want to get to it. One of the best things I ever did was tell my wife my goal, because I got remarried 5 years ago, and on my honeymoon I started writing the first chapter of the first book because it was a dream that I had. It was a very scary dream, and it turned into a full-size book after 3 years. And the only reason I wrote that book is my wife kept pushing me, look, you started on our honeymoon, you have to finish it, otherwise I can't tell people that you actually started a murder mystery on our honeymoon.
Right. So she helped you. That is kind of creepy. But she helped you with the follow-through.
Yes.
So when you tell someone, kind of like having a sponsor to help you through and achieve your goal.
Yep.
Your next piece of advice is taking small steps every day.
No matter how small they are. Like, I could write only 500 words a day at one point, sometimes not even that. It's just a matter of, even on my drive to work, it's about a 35-minute ride, I think of an idea for the next chapter, and I think of it all the way there, and when I get to work, I just jot down a note, and when I get home that night, I start writing that chapter.
Well, you decided you wanted to be an author when? Because you work at a
car dealership.
A car dealership as the financial manager. So how did you decide you wanted to be an author of murder mysteries and things like that?
Well, to describe my wife the way she says it, I have a sick mind, and rather than act out on it, I write about it.
Okay.
And most women will ask their husband what they're thinking on what's on their mind. Yeah. True story. My wife one day in the car said, "I know what's on your mind. I don't want to know anymore. Don't tell me. Don't say anything about what you're thinking about."
Well, especially if it's a murder mystery and you're on your honeymoon. It's like, oh, honey, that's so romantic. Yeah. How many books have you written?
I've written 3. I'm actually working on the 4th in the series right now. It's a Max Larkin detective series. One of the reasons that I named it Max Larkin, Larkin is the high school I went to, and as of last year I started giving out a partial scholarship at my high school, a creative writing scholarship for some of the students.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure.
This is great inspiration and great advice, and I want to read your first murder mystery too, because I like creepy.
Then you will definitely like these.
I guess so. I guess we click. All right, Dave, what are you doing?
Well, my takeaway from that interview is women should never ask men what's on their minds.